Special thanks to Stumbling Tours super sponsors Schumann 3D Blast, Shine Wolf, Ministry of Ennui Control, Metric Conversion, Thingy, Lemon 314 and Lord Entropy. Visit David X Newton on Patreon to join the ASCII Brigade. Here we go again. Not Myst 5 this time, this is Uru, and I will sort this out for you and be right back.
Isha, last night your mother had a dream. The dream tells that the ancient Dunny city will grow again someday. New seekers of Dunny will flow in from the desert, feeling called to something they do not understand. But the dream also tells of a desert bird with the power to weave this new Dunny's future. We fear such power. It changes people. Isha, our desert bird. Your search seems to take you further and further from us. I hope what you find will bring you closer.
And that's all we get. This is how Uru begins. No setup or story like Mysts 3 and 4. We are back to dumping you in clueless. Who am I? Where am I? And what am I doing in this depressingly blank desert? As you can see, things are very different now. We're now in real-time graphics. Quite a significant downgrade on maybe even the first Myst, because things can't be pre-rendered anymore. But we'll see how they use this new kind of mechanic. Things get strange here in other ways. Uru is like an alternative branch of Myst that have been advised as a good thing to play before you get to Myst 5. It was released by Cyan Worlds in 2003, which was between Mysts 3 and 4, while the mainline series was being handled by Presto and Ubisoft. And in this alternative branch, we're now assuming that in the context of the game, the events of Myst 1 to 4 were real. They were educational games about events in the history of the Dani culture. Those events took place 200 years ago, and now the Dani civilization has been recently rediscovered, and people are trying to discover more about it and restore it. One more detail, it also has a character creator, and you can play in third person. I have used it to create a reasonable facsimile of myself. It's actually pretty weird and uncanny seeing myself in front of me. I'm definitely too tall, but other than that, it's quite a good picture. Oh yeah, I've run stupid as well, that's good. So I'm assuming we're about to have our first interaction here.
Well, you're going to need power for that imager in the cleft. Try releasing the brake on the windmill first.
Alright, well, somewhere there's a windmill. So I've read the manual and what little story there is in it. I really don't have a better idea of what who I am, if I'm meant to be part of the... Oh? If I'm meant to be part of the team that's trying to discover more about Dani or why I'm here. But we'll find that out. Alright, let's release this brake on the... This has got to be the windmill. That's not a button. I had a bit of a play with the controls before I started this and had to reassign them into my preferred configuration. Because they're, by default... let's try the other way. By default, they're arrow keys, and there's some awkwardness with sharing the mouse to move around and turn around. Am I just not strong enough to release that brake on the windmill? Hold on a second. There's a little rope here, which I can't seem to do anything with. This doesn't push from either side. Who puts a brake on a windmill anyway? I'm wondering if this is something I need something for, or if I'm just too stupid to solve the first mini puzzle. This is more like it. Let's head down into this dig site. See if there's anything interesting down there. I feel like I should be wearing a hard hat here or something. It is so strange seeing me trying to make myself in the game. Usually I play a game so that I don't look like this. If I'm going to be myself in the game, why not just give me a commute and a job? Okay, can't get through there. We can take a look through here. Can't manipulate anything, alright. Sirius wouldn't be happy. Like this door here, at the other end. Okay, I can put my hand on it. Doesn't do anything. How about that? It's too high up, I can't get there. There is something across here, let's take a look. Oh yeah, so this is further up. This is where that you can see the hand at the bottom right there. That's this is the top layer of where I was looking. So let's that did nothing. This might become a theme that I'm finding things that look interactable but don't actually do anything when I touch or press or fiddle with them. That's the Myst experience. There's something over there that I can't get to because the bridge is broken. Oh, can I use the bridge as a ladder on the other side? Hold on. All right, we're going somewhere now. Let's see, that looks interactable, doesn't it? Let's have a look at that. Oh, here we go. Letters from Atrus. Our dearest Yisha, last night your mother had a dream. We know that some futures are not cast by writer or maker, but the dream tells that Dani will grow again someday. New seekers of Dani will flow in from the desert, feeling called to something they do not understand. But the dream also tells of a desert bird with the power to weave this new Dani's future. We fear such power, it changes people. Yisha, our desert bird, your search seems to take you further and further from us. I hope that what you find you will bring you closer. Your father, Atrus. What I have found must be returned down at the bottom there. Now his garden is mine. I will use them to bring me the least impossible. What else have we got? A pair of goggles. Oh, great, okay. Did they change my first person view? I'm not really sure. I think honestly the game feels a lot more comfortable in first person view. The what you call tank controls for moving around. I can turn left, turn right, walk forward. I've got a palm and a finger now. Not really sure what those do, but we'll keep finding them. Just coming away from this little alcove now, there's some planks over the gap. And maybe we can get up to yet another little living place. Now, there's something interesting on the floor here. I can't quite make out what it is. It might be that crest that was shown in the introduction, but I don't know what it means. What now? Rocks? Box of rocks? Playing pieces, maybe? Ah, a nonsensical puzzle. Good. Alright, so these symbols change. I don't know the meaning of any of them just now, so I'm not going to have much luck there. Alright, we've got to find that combination somewhere in the midst of time. Oh, here it is. It's on the opposite wall. This is like our garage at home, where the previous owner of the house just scrawled the combination underneath, and it looks like the most useless Silent Hill puzzle ever. Okay, so the box with the 3E, then the spiral, then the eye, and then the crossed out stopwatch. Alright, give us a harder one next time. Oh. That didn't do anything either. Is this useful? No. I can't tell you how amazing it is to have a cursor that just reacts. I can move it around, I can get to places. I can see where it's active. Might get confusing because some things don't show as active unless you're near them. So we'll have to double check all the time. But in Myst 4, I would see, oh, there's something across the room there. Let's click there. Right, I'm in the middle of the room now. Let's click there. Alright, enough of that. Oh, a big lever. That's got to do something. Are you serious that this isn't an active object? This is going to be more difficult than I thought.
Okay, so you've got to use that handle in the cleft to release the windmill brake. Okay?
Okay. I know that I've got 4 inches into the game and everything, but I do now appreciate the first and third person options, because third person is really good for giving you a view of your surroundings that the other Myst games haven't so far. And first person is more comfortable for navigation, especially around tricky areas like this where you can't really see where you're going in front of you. This has got to be the brake on the windmill. Oh, you see that? I can't use it from there. I can't use it from there. I can use it from there. Alright, let's get back up there. Alright, windmill, I'm going to show you who's boss this time. There we go! I just remembered those things in Prince of Persia, oddly, which Ubisoft Montreal was busy making at this time as well. Penny used to call them birthday cakes because they were this round thing with a torch or a candle on top. Alright, does that mean I've got power down there now?
You're still missing the message she's left in the imager. Make sure you see that before you enter the tree.
Thank you, you're very useful, really. Let me just take a quick explore and see what else is here. There's some wreckage of some sort here. Oh, do you know, that is the telescope that I ruined at the end of Riven. I mean, that I never touched at the end of Riven. It definitely is. It's got the walkway and there's the body of it. Skeleton. Where's this from? There's another hand painting in that. That's not the big fish from Riven, is it? The Hwark, as I've recently discovered they were called. This is actually a problem that I saw in a couple of 3D adventures at the time, when there's just this vast blank space with no reason to be there. I remember it mostly from Simon 3D, or what little I could stand to play of it. And this is back at that road sign that I started off near. Okay, I knew there'd be something behind that. Let's have a click on that. I wonder what I'm doing here. Private property, same in Spanish. No trespassing. Trespassing for any purpose is strictly prohibited. Violators will be prosecuted. Property owner Elias. Oh, hang on, let me get into first person. Elias Zandi, DRF in New Mexico. I thought it looked like somewhere in New Mexico. In fact, I thought it looks like everywhere in New Mexico. There's no always run button either, so that I'm slowly wearing out my pinky finger just holding down the left shift key. If I can just pendulum my opinion back again, it is odd that after being so gentle for the whole series, it's weird that you now have to worry about platforming around in Myst. You've got these broken bridges you have to jump over gaps in. It's not absolutely straightforward to walk to places anymore. See if this does anything. There we go. Oh, I tried to move down there, but I've run into a bit of a problem. Oh, right. I'm free! And that's another handprint. Oh, we're up to 2 fingers now. I don't know what it means, but I seem to be heading in the right direction. Just out of interest, do they all show 2 fingers now? They do. Okay, so that must mean the number of symbols that I've found. Do you know what? It's almost like I'm not gonna dare compare it to a Sierra game. It's nowhere near as cruel, but it does feel a bit like that, with the platforming elements having to make your way over without falling within an adventure game. Presumably, this combination that I ingeniously worked out before will work now.
Oh yes, not in Denis, they won't understand.
Yeah.
Once again, the stream in the cleft has begun to flow. It was dry for so long. The water is flowing in from the desert. The storm is coming. Have you heard of the city? The deep city, the ancient Uru? Where there was power to right worlds. For thousands of years, the city lived beneath the surface. Keeper of the secret. Keeper of the power. Keeper of the ages. Always keeping. The city grew proud. And then it died. The water flows where it wills. It seeks its own path uncontrolled, except that it flows downward, always downward. Denis, the city of ages, of other worlds, died. But now it breathes again. It awaits. Some will seek that destination, but you should seek the journey. It's as a fine tapestry, complex beyond comprehension, but now torn. We will show you remnants, pieces of the tapestry, pieces of the journey. Find these remnants, these journeys. 7 in each age. 7 here in the desert. Consider it a quest. No, a request. Worship. The water flows downward, and there it pools and collects, and finally, once again, it reaches the roots, and the tree begins to grow again. I am Isha. My parents brought me to this place. We will bring you.
I thought we might be encountering Yisha, mostly because it said we would in the manual. But there she is. Clearly a bit older than when she was in Myst 4. I'm glad she's been completely unaffected by the events of that. So let's touch this one. I can't remember how many I found. Was there there's the one on the back of the road sign, then the caravan. Then there was one down in the cleft, and then the skeleton. Is this only the 5th one I found? No, that sounded better. There was the one on the bucket, so that's at least 6 now. And the 7th one's on the tree. And 7. Alright, maybe I need to find another one. If it's on the inside of the door, I'm going to kill you. Glad that sorted out. I know that it's a puzzle to get you to move around and get used to the controls, but I really don't want to scour every inch of this unnecessarily massive place. I'm really not dressed for running in the desert. I've promoted my 4th finger to holding down the shift key now. My hand was getting sore.
Sometimes you got to close one door to open another.
Thank you, needlessly cryptic hint, caravan man. I didn't have to close one door to open another, though. They're both open. So now I've got the doors reversed from where they were at the start of the game before I messed things up. So this one's open and the other one's closed. What's that do? It's on the other side of the effing door! Can't believe I've reached this state already. We might be in for a bit of a rough time. Ah. Wankers. So what's this got for me now? Aha! Feeling a bit nervous about this, to be honest. Reminds me a bit of the clock tower in the school in Silent Hill. Except I've got a great pair of goggles on. That's like crest again. Is there anything that direction? No. Aha! Oh, that's a linking book. Let me just explore around here first. Right, that's sufficiently explored. I thought there was another passageway down towards the front of the screen. Yeah, there's that man symbol and a spiral and a box. And it looks like we're heading to our first age. Thank you to everyone on the left here for supporting me creating Stumbling Tours videos. If you'd like to join in or make suggestions for other games to cover, please have a look at David X Newton on Patreon.